Hello, we have another beer cat.
It's Squatchy the beer cat.
Hello, everybody.
How you doing?
It's the Jimm
and Dave.
Beer Review.
We're professional reviewers because we can say beer review at the same time.
We have a new beer here. It's in a can. We don't usually drink out of cans, but
we're learning.
We're learning that there's all different kinds of beers.
It's a wide rainbow
cans.
of beer.
They come in more or less like they come in wine bottle size bottles now. I was just at a place that had all different kinds and all different shapes and all different sizes.
You know, considering where Squatchy is up on the screen here, we can see ourselves as we're videotaping. It looks like I'm petting the beer can. Look at this.
We've got a new beer.
It's a good beer. It's a good beer. What a good beer.
We've got a new beer called 10 Fidy.
10 Fidy.
Now that sounds weird because it sounds like 10.50.
Yeah, you ever hear of 50 cent?
50 cent?
Well, this is the same thing. Apparently, you should say, instead of saying 50, you should say Fidy. It's kind of like when they switch the S and the K in ask and say, can I ask you a question? Not like AX, which is the chop.
Okay, I got the website in front of me.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, this titanic, immensely vicious stout is loaded with inimitable.
Get the hints.
Inimitable. What is that word? Inimitable. That's a big word.
You said it right.
Okay.
Inimitable.
Okay. Flavors of chocolate-covered caramel and coffee, and hides a hefty 98 IBUs.
Whoa! This is a bitter one for a stout, isn't it, buddy?
Yeah, it's very bitter.
Oh boy! Dave loves his Imperial Stout.
Underneath this smooth blanket of malt, 10 Fidy, 10.5 ABV.
Ooh!
It's a big one.
That's hot.
Yes, it's hot. I like it hot.
That's a new adjective we're using for high alcohol content.
Hot.
Don't ask me why. I don't know where
it's made with enormous amounts of two-row malt, chocolate malt, roasted barley, flaked oats, and hops.
Flaked oats.
1050 is the ultimate celebration of dark malts and boundary-stretching beer.
Boundary-stretching beer.
It's cooked with 1050. Suggested fruit pairings are salted chocolate truffles.
Salted chocolate truffles. We'll try that. Sure.
And chili, Creole, mussels, oysters, sausage, and seafood.
Nice. Oh, I wish I had all of that right now. I'm hungry.
It's making me hungry.
All right. Well, let's see. Anything interesting on there? It's the Oskar Blues Brewery. And it is in Brewery, excuse me if I'm not saying that right, North Carolina. All right, pack it in, pack it out, next to the recycling thing. All right, that's fine.
Pack it out. This
Dog 11 Hunt.
It's got legs.
I understand what that means. Half-baked, fully roasted ale.
It's got legs.
Okay. Cans, infinitely recyclable. All right, well, that's a nice thing. I think bottles are recyclable too, so, okay. Well, whatever.
Isn't mostly everything recyclable?
One would hope. Ooh. I just popped this open and it's got a little foam on top. It is a nice tan color.
Oh, wow.
All right, Dave, I think you're going to like this. Why don't you pour some for yourself? Actually, pour for both of us. I poured the last one.
Oh, look at that come out.
This is Squatchy, by the way. That is already a deep color. I can see that pouring out. Wow. I think this is one Dave's looking forward to.
Oh,
he's
Mr. out of a can.
This is Mr. Imperial Stout.
Mr. Stout, Mr.
Matter of fact,
Porter.
I think that was his stage name, but he doesn't talk about those years anymore.
Mr. Stout, Mr. Porter. That is my name. I love my stouts. I love my porters.
Well, this came out very, very foamy.
Yes.
A nice, very, it's more than tan. I'd say that's almost a chocolatey color head on it.
Wow.
For the bubbles.
I don't see any red titness in this at all. I just see black. It's very opaque.
Very opaque. I'm holding it up to one of the lights in the room, and you can't see through it at all. This is a truly
sometimes in dark beers you can see a bit of redness.
A little bit, but this is like
this is opaque.
This is as black as a black hole. I don't see any light escaping this whatsoever.
And the foam on top is good.
Well, interestingly enough, like on mine, there's some white spots. So it varies. It seems to vary in.
Like they said, vanilla. I think sometimes there's vanilla in the chocolatey beers.
Interesting. All right, let's give it a sniff. Ooh, I think Dave's gonna like it.
Definitely dark roast.
Yeah, definitely roasted.
can smell the chocolate.
Sonia the beer cat. Oh, great. Now we're going to get in a fight with two cats, and they're in my lap. Unfortunately, sharp objects are not what I want to have next to, shall we say, the family jewels, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't know what
This is a family beer review, so I have to be less than candid about what I'm trying to say. But you guys know what I'm saying. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying about the Fidy? 1050?
I smell a tad bit of vanilla.
Yep, there's a sweetness to it.
And I think that's the vanilla.
I'm not getting a whole lot of chocolate notes, but definitely dark, roasted, maybe even caramelish type of notes.
The smokiness.
Yeah, a little smoky, sure. Dark roasted. Yeah, it's interesting. A little bit of hint of a sweetness. So it's a very complex one again.
There's so many different kinds of.
Oh yeah, but this one, the notes are very, very blended. There's not one you can say, I got this, I got this, I got that. There's a whole lot there.
Brewed in North Carolina.
There's a cat on the piano.
This is not a penguin on a telly.
There's a penguin on the television set.
A penguin on a telly.
Hey, let's do obscure British shows from the 1970s, and I'm sure all the people will know what we're talking about. Monty Python's Flying Circus. Okay.
Back in the day when we used to tape it on cassette, when you didn't watch it, you just listened to it.
Yeah, we just listened to it. All right. David.
You ready?
Are you, or you want to keep sniffing?
I'm good.
Our head is almost dissipated.
Almost, so I think we should start drinking it now. Here we go to all y'all.
Cheers. Wow. That has got bite.
Yikes.
That has got a bite. Does that have a bite, or does that have a bite?
Thickness there, man.
There's a thickness there. And boy, I'll tell you what. They might be the spicy Doritos I just ate before I came down here to do this review.
I have none of that.
To clean my palate. But man, this is it's literally hot. Are you getting any burning at all, or is it just me?
It's spicy.
Spicy, yeah. I'm getting a little.
I
This
didn't
is warm
even
down
have
here.
anything else, and I'm feeling spicy.
Is a burn spicy, or I mean, I feel like fire. Maybe not that spicy,
It's
but
Imperial.
that's
some good stuff there.
Wow. What was the alcohol in this again?
10.5. Yep.
Now I think I know why our
You have
fellow
a
beer.
6-pack of these, and you're not going to be driving anywhere.
Yeah,
anytime
that's a good
soon.
thing we split one. I think I now know why our fellow beer reviewer calls the high alcohol content hot.
Hot.
Because this is
And after that,
hot.
you're like, hot.
Yeah. It's also,
Ooh.
I never wanted water in a beer review before, but this is like the first time. This is kind of the one you drink and you're like, because I just did that. Not that I'm turning into an owl, but okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Wow, this is.
I give us
We've done a lot in the stout category.
I
But
think I give this an 8.5.
dun dun dun.
Closer to a 9, but not quite there.
Boy, I can see why the food pairings on this.
If it wasn't for the high IBUs.
I just stopped talking right there because I took a
The
sip.
high IBUs are the reason why I wouldn't give it any higher. I don't like my IBUs as high as this.
It's unusually bitter for
That's the
a
bit.
imperial stout.
I do like the taste going down. It's not so bad coming back up. But there are other beers that don't have that aftertaste, which I don't like
Right.
the aftertaste.
Yeah, when you say coming up, you're referring to on the back end of the
Yes, on
aftertaste.
the back
but
end, right.
I think on the back end, there's a lot of bite. You definitely get that bitterness on there. Wow, this if you like bitter beers, you're not big on stouts, you might
Going
want to try
down,
this
I
one.
would give this a 9 towards a 9.5. The coming back up, I give it a 7.5 to an 8. So I give it an 8.5 to balance the whole thing out.
Right. And now we know why you're not a math teacher, because I don't know if did that average out right there?
Yes, if you put those things together and divide them by 4, you come up with the same thing.
Maybe you should add some pie into that. Not the formula pie, I mean real pie.
Just real pie.
If you have a pie, send it to Jimm and Dave's Beer Review.
No, you can send us pie.
Yeah, yeah.
Poontang pie.
I'm just going to slide over a little bit. Sorry, Squatchy.
It's just hot.
I feel like I need a shower now.
This is very hot.
It is hot. This would be a good winter beer, because let's face it, this is going to warm you. I'm getting warm on it. Did I
My
start
face
sweating
is
yet?
starting to get warm. And
Yeah, I can't tell if the color calibration's off. or we're just getting?
I
ready?
got over a cold about 4 or 5 days ago, and I've been feeling no swayiness, feeling good, feeling very calm, and now I'm feeling a little sweaty. Sweaty.
Okay. Well, let's wrap this up. I will have to give this a number. I gotta tell you, if you like your Imperial Stouts, you'll probably like this. If you like bitter beers and you're not big on stouts, this would be the one to try.
Around the edges now, it's more like a reddish.
Yeah, there is a little bit of color in what's left of the foam on top,
Yes,
around the
edges. Yes.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Reddish.
Wow. I mean, what a unique beer.
I have a can yet, people. A can.
This is really
with
unique.
no nitrous thing on the bottom or nothing.
Dave, would you buy this beer?
I'd buy it. I'd buy it.
I don't know if I would, because like I said, I like a good bitter now and then, but it's a little bit too bitter on the back end. I think if somebody offered to me, I'd take it. I don't know if I would seek it out. Now, given that, the number I'd have to give this is probably...
Wow, that's strong.
Yeah, that's strong. I don't actually know if I like my beer with a high alcohol content. Now, usually when I have anything, I'm at home anyway.
I do. I like mine with a high alcohol content.
Well, you know, you have a very robust palate.
Yes.
Alcoholic.
Takes one to know one.
I can quit anytime I want to.
And I don't want to.
I don't want to. No. Yeah, I don't know. It's not, honestly, it's very interesting. Not necessarily my cup of tea, I would have to say.
You have to give it over a 5 or I'd kill you.
No, I will definitely. I'm sorry, 6.
Ooh, my goodness. Wow, that's pretty bad.
No, it's...
Is that because you're giving it that such a low count because you don't like the high alcohol content with the big
No.
bite?
I mean,
With the big bite? It makes you sweat?
It has a very big bite. It's very hot. I guess when I look to a beer, I want something maybe that's cooling, that's crisp and refreshing. This is not necessarily refreshing. I mean, it's refreshing in the sense
it's
new.
not the kind of beer you're going to sit there after you worked hard and you just chop down a tree and you're going to drink a beer. You're not going to drink this.
Yeah, this is one where if you already chopped down the tree and
you took a shower, you got something to eat, you sit down with your buddy and you're watching TV.
You know, you're in your log cabin and it's really cold out.
Yeah.
And you're trying to get that chill off. This would be like if you're like an Irish cop on the beat, you know, looking for those blokes who...
And do you know what?
Like did the robbery. This might be the beer for you.
I've read and watched videos that sometimes after you let a beer sit for a while and get a little warmer, it has a different type of taste.
All right, well, let's do that. Let's take this.
We've been sitting here for like the last almost 10 minutes since we started reviewing this.
It's warmed up.
So it's gotten a little warmer, and we're down towards the end of it.
All right. Well, fine, man. Let's... And well, why warm it up? It's hot. It's a hot one.
Oh.
Okay.
That was good.
Yeah. Now, a little sour too.
Still give it an 8.5.
6. Maybe even a 5.
That's good. That's okay.
Maybe even a 5.5. I'm not digging it. Alrighty.
So you don't like the big bite.
No. This is not the beer for me. I'm sorry to say. Well, that's it. Jimm and Dave's beer review. Please don't drink and drive.
Yes.
If you're pregnant, please do not consume alcohol. If you're under 21, please wait till you're 21 before you watch this nonsense or have any alcohol whatsoever. Thank you very much, people.
It's sticky, too, people. If you spill it on you, you shouldn't spill this kind of beer on you.
Say goodbye, Dave.
Goodbye, Dave.